And just inviting yourself into your space. Feel free to be laying down or seated, using any supports that might feel helpful. And maybe the eyes get heavy or closed. And just notice how you're arriving this morning. Notice your sense of presence. Does it feel a little bit challenging to be present? Mind busy? What does the body feel like? Like it wants to get up and go? Or does it feel settled? There's no good or bad or right or wrong. We're just taking a moment out of our day and our practice to drop in. Notice how we are. I invite you to take a deep breath in through the nose, a long breath out. Let's try that again. Nice full breath in and long breath out. And just falling into your natural breath. Notice if the body feels a little bit wider, maybe a little bit more settled, a little heavier. Let's take these moments to just be with our breath, knowing that in this moment, right now, in our practice, in our space, we have everything that we need. And then on the next inhale, let's do the conscious sigh, which is the 2 sips in and a long breath out. So we'll take a sip in through the nose, another sip in, and a nice long out breath. Maybe you're like you're blowing out or not out a candle, maybe flickering a candle. 2 sips in and flickering the candle. That again. And as we flicker the candle, notice if you feel the diaphragm rising. Two sips in, allowing the diaphragm descend, massaging all the abdominal organs, releasing the breath. Let's do about 3 more rounds. Beautiful. And then just gently falling into your natural breath as you're ready. Noticing right now what feels present for you. Perhaps thinking about the week ahead. And I know this might be a stressful week ahead. See if you can move into another place and think about something that truly gives you gratitude. Maybe it's someone that you get to spend time with, a fur baby, a real baby person, a loved one, something out in nature. And then setting an intention for our practice. What would you like to cultivate for our time together, your time on the mat, and perhaps for the week ahead for yourself? Maybe it's peace or space or calm, resilience. Nice. And then wherever you are, we're just going to bring our hands together, rub them together, creating energy and warmth. Deep breath in, long breath out. Gently bringing your fingertips to the brow, cupping over your eyes, your cheeks, feeling that warmth and tingling from your hand. And then gently resting the heel of your hand underneath your chin. Your fingers might rest at the cheeks, the jaw. Beautiful. And then we'll bring our hands into that butterfly mudra. So you cross your thumbs and your fingertips are facing the opposite way. And we'll place them on our chest and do some bilateral tapping. Breathing in, breathing out. Nice. You're releasing the hands, bringing any movement into your body right now. Notice what wants to move. Then as you're ready, we can start on our backs, having whatever props you'd like nearby. And let's just draw the knees in nice and wide. And we're just going to rock side to side. If you're on a hard surface, you might feel a little massage in the muscles back there. And if you're on a soft surface, just the idea of rocking is so beautiful for our nervous system. And then with one hand on each knee, we'll bring the knees far apart and back together. Getting the circulation to move through our hips and reversing that movement. Nice. Let's keep the right knee in towards your chest. You might bring your hands either above the knee or on the shin or behind the knee, whatever feels appropriate. And we'll lengthen that left leg, getting a big stretch in the left hip flexor, psoas, hugging the right knee in. Let the shoulders start to drop away from the ears, drop down towards the ground. And you might hold on to this right leg with your right hand, bringing your left hand down by your left thigh or hip. On the inhale, let's stretch the left arm, left hand all the way back, creating so much space through that left side. And then we'll bring it back towards the thigh. We'll take that 2 more times. Beautiful. And then both hands back to your right leg and maybe bringing it just a little bit towards this right leg, a little bit towards the left, being very mindful, getting a stretch through the piriformis, through the glute. Let the shoulders soften down. Nice. We'll come back to center and then lengthen the right foot, leg, and bend the knee. That's several times, pressing the sole of the foot to the sky. Nice. And then if you do have a strap or a band, anything, a bathrobe tie, a belt, let's loop it around the ball of that right foot and we'll press into it, sending that foot to the sky. And really, for this one, we're just going to kind of concentrate on the leg being long. So your leg might be further away, your foot might be further away from you, wherever you're getting that stretch. There's no good, bad here. It's just a matter of where your leg feels appropriate, where the knee is not bending. So I'd prefer you to have your leg more forward so you could get that stretch. And really, you might feel it here where the sciatica nerve, it splits down the calf. So you might feel a stretch on the right side of your calf. Maybe it's on the left side for you. Notice if the shoulders are rolling up. Whenever there's a strong sensation, we tend to brace. So you might rock your head side to side, kind of reminding the shoulders, the neck, that we're not going anywhere we don't want to go. Nice. And then you can bring a bend to your knee and perhaps take that band right off it. And let's start to bring this right foot down towards the left, nice and slowly. And we're going to drag that right foot back towards the pelvis, up to the sky, and slowly release it down, keeping the shoulders nice and soft to the ground. We'll do that 2 more times. Now you can keep the hip open or closed, meaning the knee could be up towards the sky or off to your right, whatever feels right. And eventually we'll just let that right leg release all the way down. Beautiful. Let's reach the arms behind us, full body stretch. And then we'll draw the left knee in. Again, hands either over the shin or behind the knee, whatever your knee is most happy with. Softening through the neck. Notice what this feels like in the lower back, the hip. And then keeping your left hand on your left leg, we'll bring our right hand by our side. On the inhale, sweeping that right arm all the way back. And on the exhale, bringing it back down. 2 more times, really working with the psoas. And the psoas has so much to do, well, with so many things, our nervous system, breathing, but also our posture. When it's tight, it pulls the pelvis forward. So you've got that back bend, right? Nice. And then from here, let's press that left foot to the sky and we'll bend the knee. We'll do that several times. So flossing the nerve. Nice. And if you want to grab your strap, if you're using one, we'll bring that around the left ball, the left foot. Again, trying to find length here so you could feel that stretch. Soften the shoulders. You might snuggle them into the ground. Perhaps letting the head slowly roll side to side. Beautiful. As you're ready, we can bend into that left knee, remove the strap. Arms anywhere that's comfortable as we press that left foot to the sky and slowly let it descend without letting the shoulders lift up. And then we can start to drag the left foot towards the pelvis, left foot to the sky, slowly lowering down like there's someone pushing and pulling at the same time. Feel the weight. We'll take that one more time. Beautiful. When both legs descend, you might even walk your heels away, getting more length, and reach the arms back. It feels okay in your body, perhaps interlacing the fingers, pressing the palms away. Let's start to lengthen the right side. So pressing the right foot away and lifting that right arm back behind you even more. Big QL stretch. And then we'll switch it, lengthening the left side, a little bit of contraction on the right. Beautiful. Come back to center and release the arms down. Let's bend into the left knee, foot on the ground, and we'll bring the right ankle to the left thigh in that figure 4. Notice how this feels in your body. And you might stay here with your left foot on the floor. You might put a block under your left foot to bring the legs closer, or you might just lift the legs right up. Hands or a strap might go behind the left thigh. Flexing the right foot. If it feels good to rock and rock. Breathing in, breathing out. Beautiful. Let's bring that left foot down, staying in this figure 4, and then letting the legs kind of just sway side to side. You control how far they go to the right, how far they go to the left. There's nowhere we're trying to go. We're just trying to bring movement to our body. Nice. And then we can switch sides. So right foot on the ground, left ankle to the right thigh. And notice if the side feels very different. And then same thing, maybe drawing the legs in, or you might put your foot up on a stool or a block. for me on this side, it always feels tighter. I can feel it through the glutes, the hip. Nice. And then let's bring that right foot down, uncross the legs so the knees are bent. And we're going to come into Supta Baddha Konasana, letting the knees go wide. And your knees might come apart maybe a foot, maybe 2 feet, whatever it is, it is. And if it feels like too much strain, you can always take a block and just put the flat side of the block on the outside of the thigh. So wherever you are in this, option to rest maybe one hand at your belly, one hand at your chest. And we breathe. Feel the belly rise and fall. The shoulders soften. Take one more breath here. Nice. And you might use your hands however you want to bring the knees back together. Feet on the ground. And if you have that strap again, we'll do a little SI reset, which is kind of nice after what we did. So getting a loop that will allow you, as you put it over your knees, to have your legs about a fist width distance. That way your femur bone is going directly into the socket. And the idea is to pull the legs apart, but because of this belt or strap, whatever you're using, hopefully, they're not really going anywhere. And the purpose is kind of think of your pelvis right now as almost like a jigsaw puzzle. And by pulling the legs apart, I could almost feel, I can envision the pieces of the pelvis kind of snapping back together. So notice what you feel in your pelvis here. And as we're in this, feel from the big toe all the way to the heel, so the inside of the foot. And we're not literally rolling the foot, but just feel it. Bring awareness to it. And then release the pressure. Let's do it one more time. Pulling the legs apart, nothing major here. You might feel it like 20% or so. Beautiful. And release. Nice. So let's take that off. Put it aside. We're going to come on up. So to come up, you might roll to your side and press your way up. You might rock along your spine, however you'd like to come up. We'll come to a comfortable seated position. And you might want to sit up on a block that helps with the lower back. And to have your hips or your knees below your hips can feel helpful. Legs can be out. They can be any way you want them to be. And right away, let's feel into our posture. Notice if you feel the rib cage expanding, if we're in that forward tilt. See if we can find our neutral. Nice. And we're going to bring our hands together in prayer and press the hands into each other. Start to open up through the chest. Feel the collarbone spread. Beautiful. On the next inhale, let's cactus the arms, bringing the shoulder blades together. Squeeze. On the exhale, we can round the spine, palms and elbows come together. Let's take that a few more times, just moving with your breath. Maybe one more. Beautiful. Bringing your left hand either to the ground or a block. We'll bring the right arm up and over. And as we do, finding length. So if you feel like you're lifting up on the other side, see if you can instead create space, find length. And just breathe. Beautiful. From here, gently turning down to gaze at your left hand. This right shoulder might reach down, hand reaches down. On the inhale, let's reach it back, turning the heart towards the sky. So gentle twisting. We'll do that 2 more times. Beautiful. Let's come back up to center. And if your legs are crossed, just switching which shin is in front. If they're not, then you're good. We'll take it to the other side. Again, finding length down this left side body, so we're not lifting up and just tilting over. And then starting to turn the heart, look down towards your right hand as you wrap the shoulder down. On the inhale, lifting the heart, drawing that left shoulder and arm back, and looking towards the sky. We'll take that 2 more times, syncing with your breath. Beautiful. As you're ready, you can sweep both arms up to the sky, palms come together, and we'll draw the hands to the heart. On the inhale, let's open the arms. Exhale, bring it together. Inhale, open. Exhale, together. One more. Beautiful. From here, you are on something, you might want to come off it. And we'll just come into just stretch out the hamstring again. So like a half tree pose, so the left leg is long and the right foot can be tucked into the thigh. It could be at the knee, near the ankle, whatever feels good for you. And another option is to grab your strap again, or a band would work. Long spine here, like somebody's pulling through the crown of the head, and we'll hinge right at the head. Let the chin start to drop, shoulders soften. You're welcome to stay right here, or if it feels good in your practice, in your body, to lay down on top of your leg, then feel free, but anyone with lower back issues, I would stay away from that. Beautiful, slowly coming on up. Let's take a little twist towards the left. Lengthen the spine. Let the eyes start to travel behind you. So you might open the eyes. Nice. And then we'll twist towards the right. Same idea, looking back behind you. Coming back to center, and then we can just switch sides. So lengthening the right leg, bending into the left knee, placing your foot wherever feels appropriate. Perhaps using that strap around the foot. Long spine. Hinging right at the hip crease. Let the chin soften. Beautiful. Let's start to slowly come back up. Take a little twist off towards your right. Long spine. You might open the eyes, look behind you. Turn towards the opposite direction. Nice. Come back to center. Put your strap away. Let's bend into the knees, feet nice and wide, and we'll do our hip rocks or windshield wipers. Nice. And then from here, let's take this right into a tabletop. So bringing the wrists right beneath the shoulders, knees hip width apart. We'll go more into cat-cows. Full breath in, let the belly drop, tailbone lifts. Exhale, rounding the spine. Moving with your breath. Nice. We'll find a long spine here. Let's extend the right leg. As you do, notice if the belly fell. See if you can engage. So the back is nice and long. You might reach your left arm forward, or the left hand might be on the ground. Breathing in. Breathing out. The gaze is down, neck is long. Let's bring that left hand down. We're going to bend into the right knee and just make some big circles with the right leg, the hip. Reversing. Beautiful. Let's press that right foot back. We're going to cross it over the left. Drop the knee, so we're crossed at the inner thigh. You might send the hips back a bit, maybe walk the hands out a bit, perhaps soften down onto your forearms. Big lower back stretch. Nice. As you're ready, slowly climb back up. Uncross the legs, bringing any spinal movement, maybe more of a side to side barrel roll. And then we can extend the left leg. Again, notice if the back, the belly just dip down, see if we can engage the core. Right hand might stay down, or you might reach it forward. Gaze is down, and we're breathing. Nice. Bringing the right hand down. We'll bend that left knee and make big circles on the left side. Sliding the shoulder blades down. Reverse your circles. Nice. And then we can press that left foot back, cross it over the right, drop the knee. Send the hips back, walk the hands out. You might soften onto your forearms. And we breathe. Nice. Slowly come on up, uncross the legs. And again, be bringing any movement to your spine, your tailbone. Nice. And then if you have your blocks, you might bring them a little bit closer. We're going to come on up on our knees. I'm going to take a block in my right hand. And it could be anything, just makes it easy having blocks. But we can use blocks as we kind of move through this. So I'm going to take my block, bring it out in front, and then come on up and following as best with your gaze, pressing that right block up to the sky, reaching behind you. And then we'll circle it back. And you might take a little sit back. And then once again, up. Using your left hand for support. Your lower back on the left side. We'll do this one more time. You can add a twist where you're turning your body more or not, doesn't matter. Beautiful. Bringing the blocks down, maybe having your hands on the blocks, tucking the toes. Now, you'll take what works here, you'll leave behind what doesn't, as everything we do, right? So I'm going to step my right foot forward here. And then perhaps lifting up through the left knee, right? So your right foot's on the ground, basically between the blocks. And we're going to start to kind of roll over the toes in the back. So the weight is in the right side. Slowly coming on up. And then the opportunity, you can even go taller on your blocks, is to come on up, maybe with your left foot up, maybe not. So into that one-legged Tadasana. And then bringing that left foot down. Let's inhale the arms to the sky. Exhale, we'll take a fold. You can bend your knees as much as you like, so your hands come back to the blocks. Let's lengthen through the legs. Beautiful. Soften back down. And we're going to come right back into our tabletop. Nice. And then we'll switch sides here. So bringing that left foot forward this time. Lengthening through the right leg. Lifting up the right knee. Maybe rolling over the toes. Starting to lift on up. And maybe you put your foot down. Maybe you keep it up. And finding our way into a balance. Lengthen through that left side. And then we bring that right foot down. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful. Again, sweep the arms up. And on the exhale, we'll fold again. And with that fold, you might have a nice big bend in the knee. Hands can be on blocks or the ground. And we're going to step it back to downward facing dog. And so you might pedal it here, or you might not. Pressing away from the earth with your hands. Option to stay right here or maybe take this into plank pose. So sending the shoulders over the wrists, knees can be down or up. Core is engaged. Nice full breath in. Exhale, hips come back towards the sky and back. Beautiful. Let's walk our feet back towards our hands. Start to lengthen through the legs. Hands might rest on the knees or the thighs. Feel as if the crown of your head is reaching forward, your tailbone is reaching back. We'll soften into our knees. We're going to press the earth away all the way up. Hands to the heart. And just pause for a moment. Beautiful. And once again, let's sweep the arms up. On the exhale, we'll take that fold, hands on blocks or the ground, stepping the left foot back. And you might drop that left knee right away, or you might keep it lifted. Doesn't matter. Let's reach the right arm up to the sky. Maybe circling the right arm. Beautiful. We're going to bring that right hand down. The left foot is going to pivot so you can bring the foot down so that left foot's on a 90-degree angle. Right knee is bent, and we're going to press on up. You can get up that way, or you can just simply get up and find your way into a step back into warrior two. So right knee is bent, left leg is long, left foot is on that 90-degree angle. Feel yourself. Notice if you feel balanced or if one side of your body is holding more weight. If you can find some balance there, you might be leaning more towards one side. Beautiful. Let's lengthen through the right leg. We're going to reach that right arm up. On the exhale, we'll come right back into warrior two. Beautiful. Let's cartwheel the hands down. And then from here, maybe come into a supported warrior three. So hands could be on blocks. They could be on the ground. That left foot is pressing back. And then we'll bring the feet together on the ground. Finding that half lift and softening down. Beautiful. You might take opposite elbows. You might rest on your thighs here. Nice. And then we'll switch sides. So let's press the opposite foot back. Knee could be up or down. As we lift the left arm, you might circle a couple times. Bringing the left hand back down to the ground or blocks as we drop the right heel. So we're setting up for warrior two on this side, pressing up for the strength of your body as we find our warrior two on this side. Feeling the outer edge of your right foot. Let's lengthen the left leg, reach the left arm to the sky, right arm might come down the right leg. And warrior two. Soft shoulders, but strong body. Beautiful. We'll cartwheel the hands down, blocks or ground. The option of coming into that supported warrior three. So pressing off with that back right foot. Toes pointed down, shoulders slide down. As you're ready, bringing your right foot down to join the left, lengthening the spine. Let's bend into the knees, feel your heels on the ground as we press all the way up. Hands to the heart. Let's bring the hands back up to the sky. Connecting your thumbs will reach to the right. Coming back to center, maybe connecting your thumbs in the opposite way and reaching to your left. Beautiful. Coming back to center and let the arms just soften down. Let's roll through the shoulders. Moving your neck in any way that feels good here. Nice. Let's do some breath of joy. So breath of joy is where we do 3 inhales and 1 big exhale. And we'll use our arms so it's and sniff in through the nose and a big on the exhale. So it's like you're conducting. Last one. Beautiful. And then just take a moment, kind of feel the energy moving through your body. Nice. You can roll through your shoulders. Let's bring the hands behind our back. You might interlace your fingers. If that doesn't work out, grab a strap and hold that instead. Breathing in, breathing out. Nice. And then let's take a strap if you don't already have one. I'll just grab a strap and bring it about maybe a little wider than shoulder. Do some standing sunflowers. It just might feel good in our body. So bringing the strap up to the sky, feet are about hip distance or even more. We'll face this way. Right hand down towards the right foot, left hand goes out in front. And then we wrap around towards the left leg as the right arm is front. And feel like you're pulling your feet together to come on up. Feel the strength of your midsection. And then we switch. Moving slowly enough to feel all the different parts that are involved in this. Of course, you could bend your knees, make this your own. You can do this in a chair. I'm going to take one more. Beautiful. Let the shoulders soften down, even as you're holding the strap, gently pulling it apart, not much. And then we'll bring the strap down in front. Inhale back up. And exhale down. This time we'll inhale back up and we'll take a side bend towards the right. Inhale up. Side bend towards the left. Come back up. And I'm going to release my strap to bring my arms behind me because I had it way too narrow, and press back. Heart reaches forward. The chin can pull in. Beautiful. Let's let go of the strap. Let it go. Give a roll, any movement. Oh, let's do our full body vagus nerve reset. So we'll have a softness in our knees, a little bend, a little squat to whatever level. Of course, you can do this in a chair. Right hand to the soft space behind your left shoulder. Pressing into it, press into that soft space. Left hand, left cheek. Let's draw the head to turn towards the right, and we breathe in and out through the mouth. About 5 breaths. Pressing with your right fingers. Beautiful. Slowly bringing the head back to center. Press your feet into the ground. Lift on up. And notice the difference between your left shoulder and your right. As we come back into our squat, this time the left hand is at the right shoulder. Find that soft space, pressing your fingertips into it. Right hand, right cheek. Now the hips are going back. I'm not leaning forward. This doesn't hurt my ankles. Weights in the heels as you guide your head to turn towards your left. Still pressing into that soft space, and we breathe. Beautiful. Slowly turning the head back to center. Press on up, release the arms, and just notice. Any movement feels good. Take it. Nice. And come back to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach to the sky. On the exhale, we'll take a fold. You might take that fold with deeply bent knees if you'd like. As we step it back to either tabletop, plank pose, knees up or down, and then we'll soften down onto our bellies. Let's bring the arms by our side. I'm going to reach my right hand down towards my right foot as my left shoulder kind of lifts up. And then I'm going to reach my left hand towards my left foot as my right shoulder. Another nice QL stretch. You might do it one more time on each side. Beautiful. Soften down. Let's make a pillow under our hands, bend our knees. Let the feet sway. Let the hips rock. Let go of any held on stress, tension. Let it go. Let the belly soften. Bringing the feet down. You can slide the hands beside the chest. And we'll press back child's pose. And maybe the knees are wide, maybe they're together. Notice what feels good in your body. We'll take about 5 breaths here. Beautiful. As you're ready, let's start to make our way onto our backs. You might want a pillow, a block, a bolster nearby. Once you get there, we'll have bent knees, feet on the ground. Let's start to lift up the pelvis, rolling up through the spine. We'll find our bridge pose. Some folks like to have a block in between the thighs for bridge. Squeezing into the glutes. And soften down. Let's take 2 more. And then taking something, a pillow, a bolster, a block. I would only do a block as long as your back is very happy, underneath your sacrum. So the lowest part of your back, a little bit of your bottom. And just feeling this supported bridge pose. You can stay with your feet on the ground, or you might send your feet up to the sky. So good for water retention, headaches, sleep, our nervous system, our heart rate. The neck feel long, the shoulders feel released, the hips feel wide. And then as you're ready, you are more than welcome to stay here for your Shavasana, or perhaps bring the feet down. Maybe removing whatever's beneath you. Letting the knees just sway side to side. You might cactus the arms. And check in with your body. Is there any shape, any stretch you'd like to take? Please do. And then finding your way into your Shavasana. You might lay flat on the ground. You might place your calves up on a chair or on pillows. Maybe you cover your body. Just take this time to feel spacious and supported. Soften your whole face, your neck and shoulders, arms, upper back, lower back. Feel the volume of your legs. And just be. Gently invite you to come back to your body, connecting with your breath. A deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, side out, let it go. Bringing any movement to your fingers, your toes, stretching. If it serves you, you might roll to your left or right side. Perhaps pausing, dropping in. And slowly making your way up to a comfortable seated position. You might close your eyes or have a soft gaze, perhaps bringing your hands to your heart space, offering yourself love, compassion, and so much gratitude for taking this time for you and sharing your practice with us. The light in me honors the light in you. I hope you have a beautiful day today. Namaste. Thank you. We'll see
Thank
you
you.
all.
Thank
you.
you.
Enjoy the day. Thank you.
Vote, everybody.
Yes.
If you haven't already.
Well
Yeah.
done.
Will do.
Okay, bye.
Have a good
Take
trip,
care.
Cynthia.
care.
Thank you. Oh,
Yeah,
thank you
safe
so much.
travels.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you.
Bye.